2025 looks like an insane year for movies. So let's go through my most anticipated. First things first, few honorable mentions. With these, it's kind of subject to change just because with some of them, like there's maybe only a teaser trailer out, or there's not even any really footage of it out at all. So it's kind of just based off of like previous excitement from like an earlier film, or just the overall like idea of it. But first things first is F1. There is actually a teaser out for this, and directed by Joseph Kosinski, who did Top Gun Maverick. This looks like really cool. I'm not really into F1 racing, but I mean the way that a lot of the driving was filmed, like the jets in Top Gun, it looks really, really cool. So yeah, I'm just down to check this out, and I love Brad Pitt, so I'll be checking it out. Next is Karate Kid Legends. Still kind of divisive on this one, because I love the Karate Kid franchise. I also enjoy Cobra Kai a lot. I think there's actually a Cobra Kai poster back there. I didn't know what was happening, kind of merging the 2010 film with Ralph Macchio, obviously. But that first teaser kind of sold me, honestly. Got me pretty excited. Still curious as to what the ending of Cobra Kai is setting up, or they really acknowledge it. I know this takes place like 3 years after the finale. But I don't know. Still curious, but also very excited because the action looks really cool. We haven't seen Jackie Chan in anything in a good minute. And kind of merging those two franchises looks really cool. Kind of the fighting style with the Kung Fu and karate looks really, really exciting. And yeah, overall excited. This comes out early this year, but I will be checking it out. Next is How to Train Your Dragon. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I got chills when that score from the animated films hit in the trailer, and it was all like epic and whatnot. It was awesome, and it was cool to see Gerard Butler as a live-action Stoic, and Mason Thames looks great as Hiccup. Really excited, really anticipated. I know tons of people are anticipating for this, and I think this was like in the top like 5, I think, by like IMDb's like most anticipated movies. But the reason it's not gonna crack this top 10 as of right now is just because I don't know how this differentiates from the original story, what liberties are taking to, I guess, change it up a bit and not be like a shot-for-shot remake, which I'd still enjoy, but like at the end of the day, I'd just go back to the animated film. So what are you doing to stand out from the animated film to set it apart, really? But still excited. It looks really cool. I know the original director is directing this, but I just hope that there's a little bit more there than just live action How to Train Your Dragon, because that's kind of the fault of all the Disney live action movies. So we'll see. And now we have Wake Up Dead Man. I love the first 2 Knives Out films. I actually have Knives Out 1 poster right there. And I also really enjoy the second one. I know the second one's more divisive, but I think it's the perfect movie for, like, I guess the time it came out, and I guess the different story. Obviously, it's not going to keep the same tone as the first one, so I kind of like how it's wildly different tonally than the first one, but I think they're both brilliant, and really excited for this third one. The cast looks incredible. Obviously, we have Kaylee Spaney, who was in a ton of movies I saw or watched recently. Obviously, Alien Romulus being one of my favorite of the year. Recently watched Priscilla and Bad Times at the El Royale, and I think and Civil War was also in my top 10. But no, I think she's coming up to be a very big star in Hollywood. And obviously Josh O'Connor off of Challengers, and then we have Josh Brolin and Jeremy Renner, Glenn Close, Thomas Hayden Church. It's a stacked cast. I'm just excited to see what this story is and how it compares to the first two. Only reason it's in honorable mentions, we don't have a trailer yet. Netflix is really weird with their trailer releases, but I hope it's in more theaters this time around. I know they released it in a bunch for maybe like 2 weeks at the release of Glass Onion, but please release this in theaters, Netflix. You are losing money. You are just leaving money just lying somewhere. Like, just come on, just please release it. But finally, on our honorable mentions, I have Nobody 2. I love the first Nobody, and I love Bob Odenkirk. Again, only reason not in top 10, don't have a trailer. But also, that first film is such a perfect action movie. I'm scared it's just gonna fall into the hole of like, let's just add more action with Bob Odenkirk, which I'd be fine with. It's really cool, and the action was awesome in the first movie. And I mean, that story was just really specific. I mean, he's finding the kitty cat bracelet, and he's going after the Russians. So, like, I'm interested to see what it is that's pulling him out of, I guess, retirement again, or what's happening that's causing him to like snap and go on this like killing spree again. But I don't know, still interested. I don't know when this is releasing next year. I know there's been like some like first look photos by like Hollywood Reporter. But no, super excited. Love me some Bob Odenkirk, and we'll see. Now, getting into the top 10, we have Fantastic Four. Originally Fantastic Four First Steps, but I'm glad they scrapped that. I love the cast. I loved the cast when they first announced it. I'm not bandwagoning this cast now. But Pedro Pascal, very unique choice. But I think it's gonna work, honestly. I think Pedro Pascal is one of my favorite actors in Hollywood right now. I think he can bring something that a Miles Teller or any other previous Reed Richards has brought before. I think it's going to be very unique, and I think it's going to be great. Vanessa Kirby's just the perfect Sue Storm. I don't think anyone had any complaints with that. Joseph Quinn, maybe is the only one I'm mixed on. I mean, I feel like he kind of blew up after, how do I do that? Eddie Munson there. Hate his fan base, but he's a good actor. He appeared many times on my 2024 list in Quiet Place as well as Gladiator, and he's also going to appear another time on this top 10 list as well, coming up soon, which is kind of crazy. But he's the only one I'm kind of mixed on, just because, I don't know, I was expecting just he wasn't really giving the Johnny Storm vibe. I think the fact that they casted him he might just surprise me. He might actually bring the Johnny Storm vibe quite well. It's just maybe it's just a surprising pick, and it's actually going to surprise us a lot when the first trailer releases. And then Eben Moss is the thing that's perfect. I love the bear. He'll do a great job. He does a great job in everything he does, so I'm not too worried about that. But yeah, it's reason it's not higher. I'm just scared because of the Fantastic Four movie track record. So, and Marvel's track record as of recently. So we just gotta hope and pray. I mean, could be awful. It could be fantastic.
Say that again?
But, yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and see. Also really intrigued by the supporting cast. Obviously, Ralph Ineson is playing Galactus, and Ralph Ineson's great in everything he does. Not worried about that. John Malkovich, Paul Walter Hauser, interesting. You have some Oscar caliber actors as well in supporting roles. And this is also if Robert Downey Jr. also appears in this movie as Dr. Doom. We'll just have to see. But overall, very excited for this. Otherwise, it wouldn't be in my top 10. But still going in hesitant until we get a trailer, probably around Super Bowl season. But yeah, I think hopefully it's bad, and hopefully it's fantastic.
Say that again?
Number 9, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, or Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 2, whatever you want to call it. What do I have to say here? This is a franchise that does not miss. Besides the second one, that's a crazy movie. But honestly, these movies have gone better and better and better. Apart from, you can't top Mission Impossible 3. I will die on that hill. Mission Impossible 3 is the best Mission Impossible film. And then it's Fallout. Okay? But I love Dead Reckoning. It's a shame it kind of got smashed in between Barbenheimer and Into the Spider-Verse. So it kind of just died at the box office. Also, the part 1 thing didn't help. But it was still a good movie, and this movie looks to deliver the same, and hopefully ends this series out on a bang. Tom Cruise never fails to just up the stakes, up the ante, I guess, every chance he gets. I think this will be an epic ending, and maybe the end of Ethan Hunt, we'll see. But Tom Cruise says he wants to do this till he's 90, so we'll see.
Fox killed him. Disney brought him back. They're going to make him do this till he's 90.
Number 8, Companion. This might be like a crazy pick, but I love the first trailer. There's a new trailer out, haven't watched it yet. But the only reason this is selling me is because creators of Barbarian. Barbarian is one of my favorite movies of the past few years. So when I saw this, saw them attached, I'm in. It also just looks wild and crazy. Like, this chick is like lighting herself on fire. Like, I don't know, it looks crazy. Jack Quaid looks wacky. Not in a Novocaine wacky, which Novocaine is not on this list. But he just looks sinister. And yeah, excited to watch it. I love me a good horror flick. And last year was a great year for horror. So let's see what 2025 brings. Number 7, The Running Man. Haven't seen the original Running Man, I think, with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Don't know what it's about. I can tell you anything it's about. I heard something about evil game show, but there's 2 things you had to sell me on. Glenn Powell, Edgar Wright. Haven't had an Edgar Wright film since Last Night in Soho. I liked Last Night in Soho. It was wildly different for him. I think that was really cool. So I hope he kind of brings in like a new spin on his style with this. And I think him working with Glenn is going to be like, that's going to be like some top-notch energy. So super excited. I might watch the first one or just figure out what it's really about. Because I don't really know, but super excited. It's not every day that you get a new Edgar Wright film. He's very stagnant with his releases. So I'm very excited. But where's Baby Driver 2? Where is it, Edgar? Give me Baby Driver 2. Next up is the second Joseph Quinn movie behind Fantastic Four that is on this list. It's Alex Garland's Warfare. I love Civil War last year. If you want to hear my thoughts on that, go to my top movies of 2024 video. But this movie looks really interesting. Looks like another war thriller. Stacked cast. You have Noah Centineo, our king.
Now here's my question. Am I ever gonna see you without makeup on? That's my question.
Will Poulter, who I love in anything he does. And Joseph Quinn, obviously. There's also a few other people in there. But off the top of my head, those are the biggest names I'm thinking of. But it just looks like another epic and haunting war movie with a really cool cast. Also, all British actors playing American soldiers. Why are British actors always playing American soldiers? I don't know. But number 5, Ryan Coogler's Sinners. I mean, I think this is a rumored to be a vampire movie. And Michael B. Jordan's playing 2 Michael B. Jordans. First trailer is very cryptic. You don't really know what's going on, but it sets the tone. And that's what I love about my thriller/horror movies. It really set the tone. Looks like a spooky time. But No, I think I'm more excited because Ryan Coogler's kind of moving away from, I guess, his kind of franchise era. He obviously did 2 Black Panther movies, and he's been in the Creed franchise for 3 movies now. So the fact that he's back and he's like, all right, this is what we're going to do, and it looks really cool, looks really freaky. I'm super excited. Michael B. Jordan, Haley Steinfeld, let's go. Number 4, The Thunderbolts. This is the 3rd MCU movie coming out this year. Well, it's not like there's 3 movies coming out. This is the 2nd one coming out. Fantastic Four is the 3rd. But there's 3 whole movies. Mind you, Captain America is not on this list. Not really excited for it. You'll hear my thoughts about the movie whenever I see the movie. But Thunderbolts, on the other hand, I am very excited for. There's been 2 trailers. Count me in. I love this set of characters. They're all kind of side characters, minus maybe Sebastian Stan. But I love John Walker. That's my favorite part of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Mind you, I'm not a big fan of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but John Walker was a standout. Obviously, Yelena, Red Guardian. That's a great duo, great actors. And I'm excited for actually, now that I said that, when in the edit, I'm probably going to go in and bleep that out. Not a lot of you people know who is, or who's playing something in this movie. All you guys know is that, oh, it's Bob. It's Bob. But if Thunderbolts is doing what I think they're doing with that character, then this movie is going to be crazy. But, no, apart from that stuff, I'm super excited. It looks just like a fresh MCU movie. It looks shot different. I mean, it's more grounded. I mean, we haven't really gotten a big team up movie since like the Avengers films. Like, this is like a team. This is like a team of characters getting together. This isn't like some like multiverse like team or anything, like the Spider-Man or like Deadpool and like his multiverse crew. This is like an actual like team-based movie with characters we've all met before. It looks like a lot of fun. I'm super excited, but it does not top my most anticipated comic book movie of the year, which is number 3. It is James Gunn's Superman. The trailer was magnificent. The trailer was perfect, really displaying, I guess, Superman as a symbol of hope. I mean, that's what he's supposed to be. Like, I love Zack Snyder's dark and brooding Henry Cavill. I love Henry Cavill. But it is about time we had a Superman that really embodies Superman from the comics, as well as Christopher Reeve Superman. And this just looks like that's it. I mean, the score, the colors, the vibrancy, it looks perfect. As someone who was kind of hesitant with David Cornswett's Superman, I'm ready. He looks perfect. I'm kind of scared it's going to be overstuffed. I know there's a lot of characters that are in this film, a lot of characters that aren't even in the trailer that I've seen from like set photos and stuff. But knowing James Gunn, I'm trusting him. I think he can handle it. He hasn't missed on a movie. The closest he's missed is maybe Guardians Volume 2. And I still love Guardians Volume 2. I just think that's the weakest of that trilogy. But, no. In James Gunn, we trust. I'm ready. Give me this movie now. But, we're just going to have to see. I hope we get a new trailer at the Super Bowl. I don't think we will, just because we just got the trailer. But I don't know. You never know. It was one of the biggest trailers of all time. I hope we get a Super Bowl trailer. I'm super excited for this movie. Number 2, 28 Years Later. Now, I recently saw 28 Days Later, not too long ago, before the new trailer came out. But, again, horror movies with the vibes. The first movie has that very distinct vibe. It was obviously filmed on the very first, like, few digital cameras, so it has this really, like, grainy, like, almost like CCTV, like, footage, like, look to it. Sometimes it's distracting, but it honestly just really captures the vibe of that movie and that time. And now with them filming on an iPhone 15, they're kind of mimicking that style, but a little bit more modern, obviously. I'm just really excited. That trailer was awesome. I mean, it's very rare we get a trailer that's just super original and very just doesn't really reveal much of the plot, but really revealing the vibe and I guess a lot of the cool shots from the movie. But super excited. Love the cast. Apart from Killian, who we haven't seen in the trailer yet. I know Danny Boyle's being very coy with Killian's involvement in the movie, but we know Killian is in the movie at some point as Jim. We're just gonna have to wait and see, maybe in a second trailer, but overall, super excited for this movie. I'm hoping it lives up to that first movie. Hope it brings something new and fresh. Hope for good performances by Aaron Taylor Johnson as well as Jodie Comer and Ralph Fiennes. But overall, super excited for 28 years later. And yeah, let's see what you can do, Danny Boyle. Number 1, Mickey 17. Now, know what you might say? This is a weird pick for number 1. I'm just super excited. I haven't even seen any other Bong Joon-ho films. I haven't seen Parasite, haven't seen Snowpiercer, or whatever else he's done. But, I don't know. Something about the trailer, it just looks like a fun time. It might not live up to number 1 most anticipated of the year, but I'm still hoping it's a really fun movie. It's a really good time. Robert Pattinson, Stephen Yeun, Toni Collette, Mark Ruffalo. It looks like a wacky, fun time. From what I've heard about his other films, this is kind of a more less serious one, or has more of a comedic tone. But I'm hoping it surprises me, and I'm hoping it surprises a lot of people, and that it's actually, like, a lot more, like, thought-provoking or serious than the trailers are letting on. But, no, I love the cool concept. He gets cloned each time he dies, so there's going to be multiple Robert Pattinsons. I think it's going to be super wacky, super weird. And, yeah, super excited. Mickey 17, as of right now, is my most anticipated. Superman and 28 Years Later might, with more trailer footage, might take that spot. But as of right now, I want to watch Mickey 17 right now. And super excited. Yeah, those are my most anticipated films of 2025. Look for most anticipated series of 2025. Because, honestly, we have more stacked series year than movie year with 2025, and we already have a stacked movie year, but there's some great series finishing and starting and getting new seasons this year, so look forward to that. And yeah, see you guys.